You hear about that outlaw passed through here a couple nights back?
I ain't heard nothing. Same as ever. Sheriff wouldn't have told us neither.
Nah, this one's different. I heard he knows the lawmakers in every town with less than 500 folks in it, from here in Nevada. When he comes through, they hand their money over to him.
Bullshit, partner.
Right hand of God. No chaos or fighting. Just meeting once, and then he's gone.
Man, how'd you figure that? A man like that surely would know his name by now. Besides, carrying that counterbanding. What's to stop the law from wising up, right? Set it a trap?
Well, they be barking at a knot. He doesn't threaten them, you see. All this Bangtails needs to do for the sheriffs to hand over everything they've got.
He asks.
Can I ask you a question, Chisel?
You want to know more about him, don't you? Well, someone can take money off of the most corrupt men in the land, even though he's got no allegiances to tie him down. An outlaw. Folks swear they'd seen before. Looking the same age as he did when your daddy was a boy. Well, you best listen up then. And listen close. The curse of the one who roams. He's walking down an endless road. He's forbidden to knock on heaven's doors. He'll eat you up and weep until his story's told. He's got an appetite for human souls. The blood is eager and the hunger grows. That voice in his mind won't ever be gone, 'cause the devil has a quota and it ain't for the crows. He can resist but the bell will toll, 'cause he's got a demon's hunger and he's out for your soul. An eye for an eye, judgment awaits him at his hand. 500 lives, judgment awaits him at his hand. Heaven or hell, there's no place for him, no. The place above, no, the place below. No, he can't say his prayers and he can't make amends, and his burden gets heavier without an end. There's no escape when the hunger calls, no. Be it a saint or a sinner's soul, he will hunt you down, leaving blood on the wall. Be it good, bad or ugly, he'll devour you all. Oh, he can fight, but does he have the resolve? 'Cause he's got a demon's hunger and he's out for your soul. Beware the man of crimson horns and wings. Beware the man, the suffering he brings. Beware the claws disguised as fingers. Beware the smile that hides the hungry more. He'll devour you whole. An eye for an eye, judgment awaits him at his hand. 500 lives, judgment awaits him at his hand. Hark, all who live to behold him. The heavens abandon you, its angels preach their terror at his coming. Stay unto the lost, the meager, the trodden and the scorned. Thy spirit will be unraveled in New Sidonia. Thy body will be purged of pain and frailty. Thy mind will know no wrath, greed or pride, and thy heart will beat in a chorus of millions. Bask in his glow, and you will know salvation. Beware the man of crimson horns and wings. Watch out now, watch out now. Beware the man, the suffering he brings. Beware the claws disguised as fingers. Beware the smile that hides the hungry moth. He'll devour you all. days has it been? I should check, I keep forgetting.
Oof.
I should have washed that. What was it I had to do today? I thought that was tomorrow. Oh no. I should take a break. I just had a break. It doesn't feel like it. Sometimes I wonder what it'd be like if I just didn't care all that much.
In the clouds I find the memories of faces I have loved but never told. In the wind a breeze that carries the voices of those I shall never hold. Oh. In the mirror there's the shadow of a man that's been exhausted from the cold. And the dust of years to come. And the dust of years to come. Does this silence grieve my haste? As I follow my disgrace, while I swallow pride and waste. This hollow shall be bare. It's too far, oh my brothers. It's too far for each other. But it was fair. Staple my eyes, cradle my heart. As my vision of life splinters apart. It's too far, oh my brothers. It's too far for each other.
God damn it!
Why didn't that make a sound? It's almost like somebody... Oh, okay. Please, for your own sake, the door is over there. It'd be in your best interest not to let anyone die tonight. And the best way to make sure of that is to leave while you still can. All right. Well, if I want something done right... I'll do it myself. He's low. Parry down below. Immobilize.
You grew up in Urakawa, Hokkaido. Your parents had wanted you to work on the family farm, but you always had bigger dreams of moving to cities like Sapporo and Tokyo. Your parents often made mistakes with their work, and they tended to underperform compared to others in the area. But they wouldn't change. It was your father in particular. He was very stubborn, wasn't he? And it's cold, and it's dark, but there's the glow from the fire that your father had lit to burn the notice of foreclosure that he'd received that day, unable to accept it. The day that you couldn't take it anymore, that feeling of shame, your fear of the future started to overtake you. The day you ran away. When you couldn't hitchhike, you would walk. And when you couldn't walk, you would lie underneath your coat and pray that the next morning would be warm. Sometimes you'd wonder if you'd made the right choice. Maybe you felt regret, wondering what your life might have been like had you stayed home. But you didn't let it stop you. Because that's the kind of person you are. That's the depth of that soul you have. That's what brought you to me. When finally you made it to Sapporo, you had a lot of difficulties. Finding work was hard, and when you did find work, it tended not to be enough. Sometimes you would need to steal food in order to survive, but eventually you wound up stealing food from the wrong person. A local gang, or a member of that local gang. What were they called? The Black Arm. You remember that name very well. That turned out to be a lot more powerful than you had first thought. They took interest in your cunning, your sleight of hand, just the things that you had developed to try and stay alive, and they put you to work. They had you steal for them, they had you lie for them, and they had you kill for them too. Over the years, your skills grew and grew, and you started to become something that you had never really envisioned. They, however, had big plans for you, and as you grew, you would see the others that they had big plans for. You could see in their eyes the same ambition and the same longing that you felt inside yourself, but they were younger. Maybe they would have had a chance. You wanted so badly to tell them to run away so that they wouldn't live the life that you had started to lead. But of course that wasn't an option. You knew that. Despite all of your wrongdoing, you still wanted to save others. Eventually, your skills grew so large that they had you move to Tokyo to take on more ambitious work. And when in Tokyo, that was when you met her, isn't it? What? And me. I'm hearing that name over and over again. There's no one more important to you than her, is there? You were walking home. She was holding a coffee, and she was always a lot more clumsy than you, and the first time you met, she dropped it, and you, with your training and your skill, you caught it for her before it spilled. And then, of course, she fell in love with you, too. You had always wanted to get married, but you couldn't. How could you? When you needed to keep your work so secretive, how could she trust you? But you were happy regardless. You loved each other so much, overcoming those difficulties, that, of course, eventually, she was deemed a liability, and then she became collateral damage on a job they had you do. Ooh, and that feeling in your stomach, that feeling of knowing that they had tricked you into doing something so abhorrent and taking something so wonderful from you. I feel it too. And then you started to get sluggish. Your grief was too much, and they thought, well, let's send you away. They sent you to Europe, and then England. Work came faster and faster, and each life you took filled you with a grief incomparable to how Emi's death made you feel. It blinded you. Blinded you so much that you barely noticed when you were given the assignment to kill me. You'll never know why you were given that assignment, and I'll never know why. It didn't matter. You would do whatever they told you. But it's right now that you're lying down as the sole victim of my clumsiness among a group of comrades that had all survived, that you're starting to see visions of the death you would have wanted. One that made you feel proud. Surrounded by loved ones, your wife's hand in yours, and a vision of a legacy that you would be proud to have surpass you. Since the very beginning, right up until the end, You led your life in search of pride. But if not pride, then it was her. In your vision of a perfect death, the clear detail that I can see is her. She died long enough ago that you can't quite remember her face. Some of the details have started to fade away, but I can see them. Every single detail. Your mind is vanishing, it's disappearing as your body withers away, but your soul always dreams of her. It's a canvas spelling out her name in a variety of incredible colors. Emmy, 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 over and over again. I can barely hear myself think. And I wish, now, that I'd be able to tell you that you would get to be with her. But you won't. Her soul would have gone off to the afterlife long ago, but yours, I'm afraid, is going to stay here with me. I wish I could make it different, but I can't. You're going to be here for an eternity. With me. Kichiro. That was your name, wasn't it? Kichiro, your family loved you. When you ran away, it broke their hearts, and they would have given anything. No plot of land was worth more than getting a chance to spend one more day with you. They all remember you. Your friends, your family, the animals on the farm, the kids you knew growing up at school. They all remember you. Emmy, her family, her co-workers, they all knew you. Some of them even loved you. So many more people loved you than you remember. Your soul is mighty, so much mightier than you know. It roars to be loved, but it burns to love in return. It roars for the people that you want to protect. And now that you're sinking into this void, even still, it's screaming out. It wants to love, and it is loved. It's so beautiful, and I can see every single corner of it. And I don't want you to fade away without knowing who you are, without knowing what you did and how fantastic you were. I just want you to remember that what it was, the life you led, it wasn't what you wanted, but it was something meaningful. It was you. You in your entirety is beautiful on its own, and it's you.
What worthless drivel, you. I tire of your whining. Must everyone we slay provoke such an endless run-on sentence for an epitaph? Yes, how sad that we must eat to survive, but you and I have been well fed for some years now. I wanted to enjoy a show today, but once again, we're subjected to the guilt-ridden warbles of a so-called anti-hero, violent by nature, but so tortured on the inside. Isn't that right? The only thing inside you is me, boy. You talk of the depth of a human soul, but yours is only as deep as your stomach.
Shut up!
Why? Look at them. They're waiting for you to finish your sniveling diatribe and to get back to what they came for. They want something to remember, not more self-pity. But I suppose I can't fault you forever. You've made self-pity an art unto itself. Remember what happened last time you tried to show the world who we really are? Chiro, the little boy you cared for like a son, but who, in the end, you killed and ate. What happened then when you decided to air out your dirty laundry. Loyal, loving Kindred, who had given you everything you have. What did they say?
It changed nothing.
After all you'd done, the people you killed, and the lies you told, they wondered when the old Vox would come back. You've lived so many years, desperate for the meat on your table to cure you of your guilt, and yet now you see how shallow they are, passionate to a point, loving their favorite toy until the warranty expires.
And I love them too!
And that's why you'll never learn. All that love, but all they love is how much you love them. I cast a bloodstained painting, but they only see a work of art. I told them I plead guilty, yet the jury let me walk. Despite the dissolution, these phantoms, they won't dissolve. I seek for resolution, but the ones who cast the judgment are all gone. Is there anybody listening? Is there anybody listening? So used to isolation, accustomed. A case for nihilism, causation. A lack of recognition, rejection. An empty jurisdiction, frustration. The red stares back, breathing in the ashes. The red stares back, grasping at the sinners. Oh, you call this retribution, illusion. This is the wrong conclusion, illusions. Besides, it's much too patient with the shadow of its blade around my neck. The gallows wait for eternity. It's waiting, oh, it's waiting for me. Is this what they want from me? Is this what they want me to be? What kind of toy do you want me to be? You want to avoid more epiphanies. I struggled at first, but now I can see it doesn't matter as long as it's me. Call it a fall off, I fall down from grace. The man that you love gone without a trace. Love me to death, but could never embrace it. Changing a man you could never replace. Don't let me bore you with my frustration. I only lie to all generations, so I avoid that old conversation about all my violent inclinations. About all those outdated limitations, all ways we can bring our own ruination. So what if you wanted a sweet damnation to end our parasocial relation? The quiet sing omens, get out of this place. The demon is coming to tear off your face. There's no way in hell you survive in this chase. Wherever you run across all time and space, I'll give you a taste of immortal haste. Your future's a face and your hopes are a waste. Your name is erased and forgotten at pace. And the last thing you'll see when you're dead and gone and your body's engaged in the face of the end of the whole human race. Yeah, do you ever listen when a siren blares and think of the addition of 1,000 stairs? You don't hear what I gotta say. Now, I give a fuck about an expose. Just tell me when you're ready, baby, and we'll finally meet Warbearing into 6 feet. The subject's too heavy? Maybe. Sorry, I'll stop. I don't remember what I did this for. I spent less November like I did before. I don't wanna stress ya, I want a life. One where I let you call me a wife. On my knees I surrender, did it all for you. Don't wanna offend ya, baby. Come on, let's forget about those memories in Ember. I'm listening, I'm listening. I'm listening, oh, I'm listening.
I wish we could go back to a time when this shit wasn't so serious. But then I might miss this feeling too. And I wish there was another time, another place, where I do this because I was happy, and not because I was scared.
Now, I know you haven't been studying despite my constant reminders, but even for someone as forgetful and disorganized as yourself, this test should be simple. Yes?
These questions don't make sense.
Oh, but these should be things anyone should know. Let's see. We'll start you off with an easy one, shall we? How about this? Give us your answer out loud, yes? How long are your hands from wrist to fingertip?
My hands?
Struggling? That's okay. What about question 2? How many shots can you do in one sitting?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't really drink, so...
No? You might want to reconsider. You're boring us to tears here. Drink! You ever had a crush?
God, I don't know why you're asking me.
Loosen those lips, boy. Question 4. What was it that made you so afraid to upset people?
I don't know.
Anything you feel strongly about politically?
Why are you asking me that?
Are you religious?
I don't have to tell you anything.
How dare you speak out of turn against me, boy! You had better answer this next question honestly, or so help me, that sting will be the last of your worries. Do you understand? Out with it! Now, this one is so simple. It's something everyone should keep close, and if you can't answer it off the top of your head, I dread to imagine how you'll perform for the rest of the semester. Where do you live?
No, come back. I don't know what's going on. You have to tell me how to fix this. Please,
Fucker! Swear to God, if you do that again, I'll break your fucking legs! Come here! Defendant, you stand accused of the murder of... Well, take a look. How do you plead?
guilty.
Whatever you say. I sentence you to... What do we think, everyone?
He just looks so sad about it. He does, doesn't he? He's cute when he's upset.
But you know, I was thinking just the same thing.
I don't understand!
I'd hate to put a frown on that face, Mr. Akuma. Would you say you're sorry for what you did?
Well, of course I'm sorry. Are you even listening to me?
Then I hereby sentence you to life on this earth. And all we need you to do is think about what you've done.
Do you not hear yourself? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Adjourned, Mr. Akuma. Best of luck, and may God have mercy on your soul.
No!
Vox? The horse is here.
My lord? Liking the weather, Voxy?
What are you doing here, man?
Oh, I was supposed to go to a show, but it hasn't started yet. So I figured I'd work on my tan in the meantime.
Huh. Very funny.
Makes no difference to me, brother. I'm getting some sun and you're going through whatever you're going through. Maybe we both needed this.
Well, yeah, I'm going through it. Why did you think it was necessary to come all this way out here to bust my balls like this, huh?
I'm not busting anyone's balls, Voxy. I'm just enjoying some sunshine. That's all. You remember my debut?
Yeah, we both hated each other.
I can't even remember. What were we arguing about?
I just wanted an excuse to say you ran on vegetable oil. Yeah, you know, as a matter of fact, it can't be easy being on the beach getting sand in your joints like that, right?
Yeah, sorry for joking about your clan getting destroyed. That was a little messed up.
It's all in the past.
You're not acting like it is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what was you doing anyway, wasn't it?
Alright, that's enough,
Damn, you had me feeling bad. Lying through your teeth since day one, you sly dog.
Alright, I get it.
Yeah, that was a weird time. A lot of people thought we genuinely had it out for each other.
Does that ever bother you?
Not really. People talk about it to this day, and that's pretty cool, right?
But, it was all an act.
Same difference. No one cares about what's real or not. You say it yourself. When you find out something you believe wasn't actually true, sometimes you keep believing it anyway.
Only if it's funny. Like that fact about horses going to sleep if they put a bag over their head because they think it's nighttime.
Where did you hear that one?
I haven't the foggiest, to be honest.
So you never verified it. But you believed it because you thought it was funny, and your life is better when you believe that funny fact about horses.
Right, yeah.
Someone who hates me might enjoy believing that you hated me too for the same reason. Even though we're chilling on the beach, they're probably reading out our tone of voice, and the moment you sound like you're unhappy to be here, he does hate him. I was right.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, just two pina coladas. I promise I won't get political.
You do get what I'm saying, don't you?
Of course I do. I can't imagine...
Can't imagine what?
I can't imagine knowing what people know about me now, and still seeing me the same way as they did before they knew it. I really did that. I really killed those people, but they act like it's all a work of fiction.
Bro, you did make an entire movie to tell people that.
I thought it'd make it easier to get across.
I'm not blaming you for that. But I don't think you realize that to everyone else, it might as well be fiction.
How do you mean?
Doesn't matter how real anything is. When you're disconnected from someone's life, you hear it like it's a story. Everyone's hoping for an ending where the character they like lives to the end and beats the bad guy. The people who love you, they wanted you to win regardless of what you did. To them, that's just all backstory. Setup. It's lore, bro. You're not a bad guy. And you never will be. They'll always see you as that misunderstood baby girl who just wants to be loved. Hell, this body has taken almost as many lives as yours, and people still call him their sweet little nyan nyan.
But isn't there a line? Like, surely, even with that separation, someone can go too far.
Sure, but even then, it's all just part of the story. You did wrong then, but that was centuries ago. It's set up. Those just aren't current events. It's hardly the same as 5-year-old tweets getting dug off or something like that. People don't really get cancelled for things they did hundreds of years ago. I don't know if you know this, brother, but most people don't even live that long.
No, haha.
But the reaction from people watching, it's still going to be the same, whichever scenario it is. Whether you're the sideman or you're Kendrick, people watch and they get invested. Then they go back to their lives. You might not like me saying this, but you don't get to control how people feel about your story. True or false, just leave all that aside and just remember you can only control your own take, your own actions, and react to those as best you can. Hell, sometimes we can't even control our own feelings in the heat of the moment and have to reflect on those later and learn lessons to do better next time. Hopefully. You, of all people, should understand that. Stories are meant to be interpreted, not reported.
So I should treat what I did like it doesn't matter at all?
Of course it matters. It matters to you. You did a bad thing and you're convinced it makes you a bad person. Brother, the only thing that will make you a bad person is letting that stop you from doing any good things. And you have done good things. You can't let your confession be the last one.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm not the first person to tell you that. Or the second, third, fourth.
All right. You off somewhere?
It looks like the show's starting after all.
Oh. Right, well, safe travels.
Go on, Voxy.
Thank you.
You need to settle down, brother.
I know.
What you're guilty of now is all there is. You're gonna feel better. Just give it time and listen to those that care about you at least as much as you listen to those who don't.
Oh, for God's sake. All right. Whichever part of my psyche you're supposed to represent, whichever lesson I'm supposed to learn from you, I am officially no longer interested, sir. Okay? Do you understand me? I'm out here acting like spilling too many of my feelings to the public is such a big deal, and here I am. Listen, I don't need another lesson. I don't need another lecture. I'm ready to go home now. And now you're starting to freak me out. You're officially starting to freak me out. Can you give me some space? I'm supposed to be having some kind of a moment and experience here, but all I am is freaked out about this shadow man that's just appeared in front of me. I've already moved on from the fact that this is happening. That's how terrible of a day this has been for me. Hey, I'm so scared. I've lived so many years, but I can never imagine what is going to be around the next corner that I turn. I don't know what'll come next. How many more people will I kill? Am I going to destroy this as well? I'm so scared of knowing what comes next. I can never look far enough to prevent it, but I'm worried if I ever did, maybe I would seal my own fate in the process. I've told those people so much, but what if there's something even worse yet to come? I just want to know. I want someone, anyone to come down from on high and to tell me which path I should take. I can't make these decisions for myself. But if they did, what if I didn't like what was at the end of it? Would it be too late to turn back? Please, do you know? Have you seen it? Have you seen what happens to me? To them? I just need to know. Anything. Please. I don't know what I was expecting. No, this is clearly just some other gimmick, and you're about to pop off and do something terrifying. Well, I'm gonna leave before I give that a chance to happen, okay? You keep being terrifying in this little abode you've got, and I'm gonna go find a way out of here, all right? There we go. Oh God, is the door down here even gonna work right, or is it gonna be some strange pathway into somewhere else? I don't know.
I can tell you.
You're gonna do the scary part now, aren't you?
I don't think it's scary at all. It's quite exciting, if you ask me.
What do you mean exciting?
You won't have much more to hide soon. They'll know about the rest, and then the path will appear more clear.
Well, have I not told them enough?
Close, but not quite. I'd mock your forgetfulness, but this part is one you chose to omit.
All this prattling and whining about the world needing to accept the truth, while still you lie through your teeth! All that guilt, yet you had barely even begun to unravel the mess you made of the gifts that life gave you. Every moment you spent being gawked at by thousands, tens of thousands, and you never thought to tell them. Something for another time. All that time, and you never told them about me. Go back to your life, Vic. Go back to that comfort you dread, the adoration and love that sizzles and burns on your skin. You know you're too weak to face the darkness you've created. You're so weak. Even the little good you do grinds your soul to powder. Hide away in your ivory tower and wait. Pray for enough time to make things right, and if you can't, I will.
What? What's going on? Oh, God. This is so much. This is all so much. This isn't what I wanted. God. Is there ever going to be a day where I don't feel scared? God? Please? Is there ever going to be rest for me? Just give me a sign. How do I do it? Show me.
These pages torn apart, grand castles fade to embers, unfinished works of art. Oh, the dreams I felt subside, these souls still yearn for time. The hand that ended stories was mine. Yet still you find me just eternal faith in my lies. I'll always have your trust, oh. Despite all that I tried, our lonely lives collide. The hand you chose to cradle was mine. Behold, dearly departed, I'll carry your hearts with mine. I'll lift up your souls to the ether, although we're scattered and wasted, our time lost through